What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Zelmae. Zelmae coming back at you with another video and reminding you to keep stumping. Today, something amazing. It can't happen. Yo, so what console should I get? What console should I base my opinion on and get? First off, PlayStation 5. If you're into the exclusives, let's cut this out right now. If you're into the exclusive, if you want God of War, if you want the Final Fantasies early, because it might come on PC later on. If you want any of those games, get the PlayStation. If you can wait a little bit, PC is the way to go. But we all know that PC always the way to go. 3080 just came out, 3070 coming out next month, 3090 in next week. So be ready for that. That's my recommendation. I'm just being honest. But if we're in the console wars, if you love those exclusives, PS5 the whole way. If you want God of War, if you have to play Spider-Man or those type of games, yes, pick PlayStation 5 100%. But if you're not interested in those games or you can live without them, what's your budget is the question. Your first, let's go over the first one. Why would you want the X series from Xbox? The X series is basically what parents dream of, a cheap game you can get. If your child doesn't have a 4K monitor, if he has 1440p or a 1080, Xbox S Series is the way to go, because without a 4K TV, it really won't go to the extreme that it needs to go to look the way it's supposed to look. So you're kind of wasting your money on anything else if you're not going for them exclusives. So the best budget thing to go for would actually be the Xbox S Series. That's my recommendation on that. If you're going cheap, don't care about exclusive. If you do care about those PlayStation exclusives, this is my thing. It depends on if you want it for a DVD player. You need space. You don't want a Blu-ray and the PlayStation. Get the disc. If you're on a budget, get the digital. The thing about the disc though is that you can resell games and stuff and send it back to GameStop or sell it online or do stuff like that. The digital series, you won't be able to do that. Same thing with the DVD, the Blu-ray, all that stuff, 4K, all that stuff that you really want in it. You can put the DVD in and you can play it in 4K. The digital, if you only buy movies on digital, the point is no need for the disc. If you're not gonna like resell the games or do something like that, there's no point in this. The only problem is in the future though, you might regret it, because games will become cheaper on this. They always do. You can find them in Walmart in that little section at the end, and you always would want to get those games for much cheaper than even online. For the most part, in some places you can get them games cheaper online, but for the most part, you'll find those games cheaper consistently in that section, which would make you want the disc. But yeah, if you're into the exclusive, that's your choices between those two. Why would you want the Series X? That power, potential, and future games. I know you got Avowed, you have Fable coming out, Halo. If you're into those games, it's slightly stronger. Probably, to be honest with you, it's like 1.8 teraflops. You'll honestly probably only get 5 or 6 FPS better, especially since Sony has a faster GPU in the system. It's custom made, so it's slightly faster, better load time. So 5 or 6 FPSs. They both probably gonna be capped at 120 anyway, so it probably won't even make a difference, honestly. Just high-end games might be 5 or 6 with really strong 4K graphics. It might be 5 or 6 FPS. Should you get these systems? Yes, because they're gonna have exclusives early. Sony released their new Game Pass-like system, the PS Plus system. That's like Game Pass, so now you can get games on the move. Xbox giving a Game Pass Ultimate with it. If you finance, that finance option is cheaper for you parents. So if your parents looking into it, tell them they got the finance option on the Xbox. Probably easier to do, even though it will cost more in the long run. Probably easier for you to do if you want it for Christmas and you're struggling during COVID and all that stuff. I understand it's tough, but yeah, that's my opinions on everything. Probably you should honestly invest in a computer, because I think 8K will be around in 2 years, and I doubt they make a new system in that time. So be ready for that, even though they both have 8K capabilities, but we'll see how strong they are in that case. But it's been a pleasure seeing you today, talking to you about these systems. I appreciate you. Tell someone you disagree with, you love them, and peace. Keep stumping. Something amazing can happen.
Fly right past you, been running it up since last year.